Hello, everybody. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
And you are either watching or listening to Greynoise. All right, everybody. I'm becoming an expert at that. That's pretty good.
I bet.
Welcome to episode...
It only took 200 episodes.
Shut up.
A massive amount of beer in front of us.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see, there's like, what, 6, 7 in front of me? Yeah.
Oh, shit, son.
All right, guys. So welcome to episode 132 of Greynoise, the
We gotta find a better subject
pop
line.
culture, everything about hacker kind of stuff.
Life
news.
from a hacker perspective.
Yeah.
That.
But we are here live, like every Friday night at 7:30 at the Sin Shop Hackerspace in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're specifically in Henderson, but the address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. Go to sinshop.org for information on the Sin Shop and what we do here. We are a hackerspace, makerspace. We do have great classes. Trust me, they're great. I've been to like a lot of them. They're great.
They're great.
They're great. They're very stable.
They're the greatest. Go to meetup.com/sinshop.
A lot of people say they're very smart classes.
There we go. And for information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.SE. All right, so what we've been doing in the past few weeks is just kind of seeing how everybody's week went and then kind of take the conversation from there. So who wants to start first?
I guess I can, because I've been moving the whole week. It's part of the reason why I haven't been on the show the last couple of weeks.
Man. Good to see you.
Yeah,
man.
I've been moving, and it's starting to ramp down, but it's been a hectic couple of weeks.
Yeah, moving is just the worst experience in the world. I can't stand it.
And I'm moving from one side of the city to the other side, complete opposite side of the city.
Do you miss that side? Like, because you'll kind of be back on that side where you used to be.
No, I've never lived in the northwest. I've lived in the southwest.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I just consider it east west. I don't care about north or south really.
Nah, it's all right. They don't have restaurants that I like.
Over here?
Oh, up there. Henderson has every restaurant.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing over here.
For example,
I'm so excited.
For example, there isn't a Popeyes within like an 8-mile radius of my house.
That's a travesty.
Yeah, I know.
I go to Popeyes
It's the worst thing in the world.
So
you're my favorite chicken.
So you're almost done with the move, though? And
Almost, yeah.
Cool. All right, man.
Do you want to talk about your gift?
Yeah, what do you have there in your hand?
I feel like that's related to your move. I don't know if you wanted to segue into that.
It is kind of related to the move. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about this a little bit. So, what I have here is first of all, we're not sponsored by Verizon. I just have this thing. So
no.
Yeah, I'm not saying whether or not it's
We've already
good.
talked enough shit about them.
I haven't tried this yet, but I have an ellipsis hotspot from Verizon. I got one of these prepaid hotspots because at the old house that I was in, people are coming in who don't have, USA cell phones, and they don't have internet there anymore because I already moved it to my new place. So when they come in, they're going to need internet to do a little bit of work, to check their emails and stuff. So I figured I'll just pick up one of these prepaid hotspots. That'll be good for a month. I think you pay for unlimited, but after like 10 gigs or something, it throttles. I didn't really read into it that much, but I was just wondering, like, was this the best way to go? Is there other ways you guys can think of, nefarious or otherwise, to get temporary internet at a place that doesn't really even have a modem? Or
if this was 10 years ago, I could think of more nefarious ways.
Like what?
Neighbors.
Neighbors Wi-Fi, yeah.
But I think for the most part,
war sitting.
Yeah, for the most part, aside from default credentials, I think a lot of wireless routers are pretty much strapped down with like WPA and everything, right? I mean,
WPA2.
Most of them come with that out of the box now.
That's what I mean. So aside from the default credentials, which even the default credentials, I think, like to access them now, aside from
admin.
Well, I think you have that, but I mean, don't they have on the routers now? Like, they have the SSID kind of written on the bottom, but do they and the password, the passphrase? But do they have the admin credentials also?
Sometimes.
Does that change?
No, so
default still.
if you get like the router package, like our ISP, our major ISP out here is Cox. If you get like the router package from Cox, they'll give you a router with a preset password, and they'll just write the password on there. But the thing is, one thing that hasn't changed in all those years is the default gateway IP is always the same. Has always been the same. It's 192.168.0.1 or .0.0 or .1.0.
Right.
Or .1.1. You know,
Do you think that should change?
No, that hasn't changed. The only difference I've seen is in the cell spot router by ASUS, which is supposed to improve Wi-Fi calling. That by default, the IP address for that one is .29.1. Mm-hmm. So it's a little different there, but I mean, you could still probably try to brute force into the gateways still.
Yeah.
So.
I have no solution for getting internet other than a hotspot.
Well, what kind of specs are on? Like, does it have a cap on data? Like,
it's unlimited.
Is it 4G?
Like, there are different plans. The highest one is unlimited for the month. They're all unlimited, but the highest one is unlimited for the month. But after 10 gigs, it throttles.
Okay.
And then the other plans just have different throttle limits. Like I think it's 3, 5, and 10 or something like that. I didn't look into it too much.
So you could probably connect like maybe 5 to 10 devices on there or whatever. And
you can connect up to 8, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was my range, 5 to 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean, it seems pretty nice.
And like the people who'll be using this device is
they're not streaming anything.
No.
Yeah, 8 devices.
And they're probably going to be, like you said, for work and like email and shit.
Yeah.
And like if they are going to be having a computer and their mobile device, you're really only looking at about 4.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 10 is plenty for the month.
I think the only problem might be coverage in the house.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I mean, it's SIM card powered, so as long as Verizon has service at the house, then this will
okay.
But will that thing cover the entire perimeter? Like,
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
think so?
No, I don't know. I think that'll
Oh,
be
that's your question too, right?
I feel like you should make sure they put it in a central location like their kitchen or their bedroom.
yeah. You know, I don't know. It doesn't say. It says what color the device is.
'Cause that's
but
the most
it doesn't
important
say the range. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, next week I could come back with a review on this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see how this goes. We need follow up.
I'm going to give a pre-review and say that it's terrible. Updates next week.
All right, so you got to stay paying attention. Okay.
Do you remember back in the day when we were doing our
always
first
remember
website?
back in the day.
Like the site of shite?
Yeah.
And we had the preview reviews section.
Yeah,
where I would review trailers.
Yeah. We wouldn't even review the movie. We would review the
trailer.
review of the sneak peek of the movie. Yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Do we have that content anywhere? We should pull that up.
Probably on YouTube somewhere.
Oh, we should pull that somewhere. All right, so
You can review the review.
I can
That's
review
very-
the preview review.
yeah, that's a
From the
very
audience.
meta. Okay, so before we go on to the next topic, I want to remind everybody that we are on Discord now. So if you go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se, we have a Discord link where you can come and chat with us. Specifically, when we are on when we're doing the episode live, we hang out on live stream, pound live stream. Yeah, I'm not going to say hashtag. So pound live stream. And
Hey man, you're the VoIP admin.
yeah, there you go. If you join that channel, you'll be talking to us live while we do this show. So go ahead and do that, and we can hang out and we can answer your questions, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Does anybody else have what happened with them this week? Docs, you got anything? Oh, you saw Black Panther.
I did see Black Panther.
How do you like it?
It was amazing.
Of course it was.
I mean, as Marvel's really good at, they're really good at introductory movies for their heroes.
Yeah.
Like Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, especially heroes that are not very well known. Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and whatnot. This one is no exception.
Yeah.
I think it has one of the best villains, maybe. He definitely has the best.
Oh, I love good villains.
The best
I love good villains.
reason for being a villain. You know, a lot of times
Yeah.
villains are just villains just because. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm bad because fuck you.
Right.
It's like not that, and so that was a big part of the movie.
I'm bad.
and it was really well done.
See, I had heard that you actually sympathize with the villain. Like you're like, well, I can kind of see his point.
I will say nothing because I don't want anybody to fight me. But
Yeah, that's fair.
I enjoyed the movie. I loved the villain. Probably my favorite part about the movie was the villain.
Yeah.
but seeing Wakanda, like seeing a different type of hero was awesome. It was a great movie.
That's awesome. Yeah.
How long was it? Like,
Not long enough. I felt like when it was done, I was like, man, I wish they would have made that longer. But
It was like,
but
what, 2 hours?
I don't know the runtime actually, off the top of my head.
Or it had a lot of like momentum building, but it didn't really do anything. They didn't really have like good action scenes between, as a finish up.
all right, we got a fact check from Zenify saying 2 hours and 15 minutes.
2 hours. It didn't feel like that. If it went by, like to me, it went by really quick. As far as the buildup and stuff, I don't think so. I feel like everything that was talked about, or everything that they were like leading up to, was pretty fleshed out. But I'll get back to you. I'll think about some stuff. And
Yeah, reading some reviews, it said that you had some really good action scenes in the start, and then it was all hand-to-hand combat in Wakanda.
I mean, I'm not going to say that's not true, but I mean, I don't think it drags because of the hand-to-hand combat. It's actually some incredible fight scenes. I mean, it's not the Hulk or whatever, but it's really well done. And it's like not bad like Iron Fist. It's really good. It's really well done. I enjoyed it.
Iron Fist was kind of bad.
And that's my default bad hand-to-hand combat now, because as much as I loved the first episode, I was like, man, this is gonna be really good. And then as it went on, I was like, fuck Iron Fist, man. They just ruined this whole show. But I do love Colleen Wing in the show, so that makes up for it. So
I don't know if I can go all the way
She's
to
good.
fuck Iron Wing.
okay,
Iron Fist.
not fuck Iron Fist, but
I can. I'm going.
I just
You'll
feel like
go there.
I'll go.
I just feel like they did him
I'll take a
so
hard line
dirty.
stance on Iron Fist.
like the guy who played. I mean, not that the guy who played him was a bad actor or anything, but I don't think he was the right person for this role, or maybe he wasn't feeling it or something.
He was too stiff.
And every other
is.
line was, "I am the immortal Iron Fist."
Yeah.
I was like, "We get it, dude." But also,
Okay, so I actually never finished the series, The Iron Fist.
I'm not surprised.
No, well, come on. No. This time I had a reason not to finish it. Because by the third episode, I was like, okay, this is kind of like a really poorly done kung fu movie.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't want to finish it. I was like,
Doesn't
it's
that
not worth my time.
gnaw on you?
Me being of the Asian descent, yes. No, I mean, like, here's the thing. Some kung fu movies are supposed to be bad. Like, that's their shtick. That's
Right.
the cool thing that draws you to them.
Yeah.
But this was just not done that way. It was bad, not on purpose. You know what I mean?
I see what Doxy's saying, and he's actually like making me rethink my feelings for it, because in a way, the Iron Fist thing, I'm the immortal Iron Fist. He's kind of like that guy who just gets hired to your job, but won't stop talking about the last job he had.
Boy. Oh boy.
Oh, when we were over at the other place, we did it
right?
this way.
He's like, I mean, my old job. I don't know what you guys do, but I have my old job.
Yeah.
Go back.
Go back.
Go back to your old job.
Go back.
Why are you here?
Another thing that I didn't like about Iron Fist, and actually that's the episode that I stopped at, was when he was fighting the Drunken Master.
Okay.
It was, like, if you look at the choreography, it was almost verbatim what you see in The Drunken Master 2, or The Legend of the Drunken Master with Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Like,
Which was
Are
a
you sure-
fantastic
well,
movie.
I mean, are you sure it wasn't an homage?
I want to say it was just like cut and paste.
Because
Honestly,
I feel like the jug that he was drinking out of in that scene was the same jug that Jackie Chan drinks out of.
And I feel like I don't know if it was an homage or
well,
not.
that's an old wine bottle though. I mean, like that's
Jackie Chan backwash there.
yeah.
All right, new challenge. Name 10 things that aren't Jackie Chan.
that aren't Jackie Chan.
Aren't Jackie Chan?
Not Jackie Chan.
But I feel like that's a lot of work to go through to not make it an homage. To like watch that movie and be like, let's do this scene exactly, but not making an homage to the movie.
I just so here's when I'm watching a kung fu movie, and I know I kind of derailed your your review of Black Panther.
I was done.
But the thing about a kung fu movie is like when I see a new kung fu movie, I want to see new choreography. Not don't get me wrong, a punch is a punch, so that's not the new part. But the new part in like the way that a punch is slipped or moved or how they move around. If that is new, that's interesting. But if I'm watching like let's say a Drunken Master fight, okay, and I could almost call the next move, that becomes boring.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe that's because you're a kung fu master.
I am no master.
There's a limited number of styles out there.
Aren't you a fourth?
Yeah,
level
but I am
black?
not a master.
Yeah, they're limited
I'm an
number
ass
of
master.
styles, but it's all about the execution, you know?
Yeah, like it's BGM touched on it. It's about the execution, and like I personally don't think there is. I mean, like you can say that there's a difference in styles, but really, again, a front kick is a front kick, a front punch is a front punch. But it's how you put it together. And again, if I can call the next move in a choreographed fight, then I might as well have been there choreographing the fight. It's boring.
Maybe that's a new career path for you.
I've done that before. I mean, in tournaments and demonstrations, but I mean, it's not something I'd. No, I like actually what I do.
Fighting?
No.
Oh, okay.
Voice acting.
What's the difference?
But, you know what? That's a good question because right now I feel like
he does fight with
Yeah.
using a trackpad to play video games.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah.
Real quick, just want to go back to this ellipsis hotspot thing. So I opened it up and looked at the instructions. There's nothing about signal strength or how the range on this thing. But if anybody was curious, the default IP is 1.1, 192.168.1.1
Wow.
Well, I mean, that's not surprising. I mean,
No, I'm just saying they reuse the same.
Gotta stick
IP
with the
addresses
classics.
all the time.
But as far as Black Panther, it was good. You know, full stop. That's it.
Cool.
Iron Fist, trash. Well, speaking of Iron Fist, I just watched the Punisher show. It took me a long time to watch because I heard a lot of bad things about it.
What?
Didn't they already film season 2?
I have no idea actually because I heard a lot of bad
it's about
stuff.
ready to drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people
that's
were
what I
like,
thought.
"Oh, it wasn't very good. Like it wasn't really well done. It was like boring and
They are
stuff." And
liars.
they absolutely were. Because I started, I was like, "This is probably the best Marvel show on Netflix." Actually,
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Well,
it's
it's
really well done.
Well,
Yeah, they
Punisher,
ruined Daredevil with Alexa.
yeah,
I agree.
Electra.
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 Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about her.
Punisher was the best part of
I was gonna
Daredevil
say,
season 3.
I don't know.
Or
Wait a
two,
minute, though.
two.
They ruined
Electra, add titty chips to my shopping cart.
they ruined Daredevil with Punisher. Because after that, you don't want Daredevil. You want fucking Punisher.
He was
Right?
No,
the
they
best
they,
part.
they
He was the best
diverged. They
part.
had nice Punisher. They wouldn't talk about him in the show, right? And they bring in
Electra.
Electra.
Well, I
Bring in
mean-
Electra. And all of a sudden, that's all they talked about, and she completely ruined the show.
I
Well,
mean,
my favorite,
Just like the movie.
my favorite thing about Daredevil
Well-
season 2 was they managed to weave in Punisher's origin story in Daredevil season
Yeah.
2, so that the Punisher Punisher standalone season, you don't really need that again.
no, and it's the Punisher. The show, the season of the Punisher was really well done.
I have so many shows that I need to watch.
Now on
Dude,
Daredevil,
watch Altered Carbon.
Oh, Arthur Carbon was another
yeah, that was
amazing
really
one.
good. Yeah. No, but on Daredevil, you were saying the best part of it was the Punisher. Don't forget about Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, shit, he's
he
great,
He was
too.
a great Kingpin.
God.
He always plays good bad guys. Like
Yeah.
I loved him in Men in Black. Sugar with water.
Yeah.
Oh, same dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blew your mind.
But no, when he at the it was toward the end of that season where Kingpin just goes ham.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my-
With the car door.
Yeah. Well, oh no, that was a couple episodes after that, but he was just like slamming this guy around.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like-
yeah. When he met him, like I think it was in the alleyway, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's fucking terrifying to see this. I mean, because he's like in comics, like a 7-8 foot tall dude, and he looks like a big fatty, but it's pure muscle.
Yeah.
And he's like crazy styled in kung fu and stuff. Like
Yep.
he knows a bunch of different disciplines and whatnot, and it's amazing. I mean, I think it translated really well.
I think so
'Cause-
too, yeah.
How do you say it? D'Onofrio?
D'Onofrio. Yeah.
Well,
It's
he's
fantastic.
he's not 8 feet tall.
He's not 8 feet tall.
He's 6'5" though. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a tall guy.
They made it good because when he was picking up Daredevil, he was like a fucking child. Like he was throwing around a kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, D'Onofrio, he's a method actor, and he almost he had to go like to therapy after doing that
shit.
show
Really?
Why?
because he was so into that character.
Oh, and yeah, his
Do you know what
backstory.
method acting
Sure.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not a diss. Like he said that he was about to go to therapy, and you asked why.
Hey,
So I was asking him, like, do you know method acting?
are you dumb?
No.
Wow.
No, I'm not.
Damn.
So one of these cans of beer is
I'm-
actually Vincent D'Onofrio. He's
I'm-
researching the role.
I'm the dick bag today. I'm the dick bag today.
That's all right. That's all right, man. Yes, I have heard of this method acting.
Okay. I don't know, man. Sometimes I forget. Okay.
So many shows. Alter Carbon, like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Fantastic, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure nobody else has seen Cloverfield Paradox yet, right?
I have. Are you kidding me?
I've
I know
not-
we talked about it already.
I've
yeah,
not,
okay.
but I've heard it was not good.
It's
Dude,
it is.
It's not great.
Not great.
So
but
we
if,
kind of talked about this over the
yeah.
weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're invested in the Cloverfield mystery, you'll enjoy it for what it brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't care about any Cloverfield movie, like 10 Cloverfield Lane or whatever, you won't care about this movie. I'll put it that way.
So my big thing is I loved Cloverfield. I love 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I know that 10 Cloverfield Lane started as a different movie.
So
and
did
then they were
Paradox.
like, no, let's make it a Cloverfield movie. So they slapped the Cloverfield name on it. So now it's just Cloverfield in title only. There's
So is,
nothing in the movie that kind of ties it to The original one. So
The ending.
does Paradox?
Paradox, same
So
thing.
does Paradox kind of
Okay.
like tell the story of how they're connected? or-
So Paradox is supposed to explain the origin. This is spoilers for the 2008 movie, and if you haven't seen it by now, just sorry.
Yep, that's past the statute of limitations.
Yeah. So in the 2008 movie, there's a big giant monster they call Clover. That was the code name of the project, or not the project, but the film that was the found footage of the whole movie. A satellite fell into the ocean and woke up this giant monster who was a baby who went ravaging around New York City and killed a bunch of people, whatever. 10
I
Cloverfield.
did that when I was a baby too.
You do what you
Just
got to
baby
do.
things.
10 Cloverfield Lane was more like a thriller, like a mystery thriller, and I don't want to say anything about it because it's still fairly new. But it
Wait,
was-
hold on. Is it 2
years.
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years. After
All right,
2
yeah.
years,
All right,
spoilers
yeah.
are allowed.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So 10 Cloverfield Lane was more of a
After 2 weeks on the internet.
Yeah.
shit.
Weeks before.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what I found out.
so 10 Cloverfield Lane is more of like a mystery thriller with John Goodman, where he's a crazy conspiracy theorist, and he's like, "There's aliens coming, yada yada yada," and he locks up these
You
people
find out he's right.
to keep them safe. And
Well,
at the end, you find out that he's right.
He's a well prepared.
He's a very well prepared conspiracy theorist who is.
Well, the whole movie is like this guy's just nuts.
Yeah, and the whole movie, you're like, this dude's crazy. There's no proof of this.
He
Like,
abducted
it's like,
these people.
yeah, but then at the very end, you're like, oh shit, he was telling the truth. Like, there really are aliens, whatever. And then the Cloverfield Paradox, which is really new, so I won't give any spoilers. It's supposed to give the origin story of how the Cloverfield monster came to be in
Yeah.
New York and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
while
so
it does,
ties into the first one, but still 10 Cloverfield Lane.
it ties into the second one as well.
Oh.
It explains why. I'm not going to say anything, but it ties into the second one as well. So I'm going to say, I still have a lot of questions, and I think it could have been done better. But it definitely helps you to maybe understand a little better why things are happening.
That was like a struggle to get out.
Yeah, I don't know what I can and can't say.
Doctor's like,
I'm a big fan of those movies.
If you're a big fan
I
of
think
them,
they're
then
great.
you'll love it.
you'll like Cloverfield Paradox.
and
yeah.
also good news.
But just suspend your disbelief.
the
Yeah,
fourth
the fourth one's already done.
the fourth
filming.
one's already done
Oh,
filming,
that's right.
and that'll be
Oh.
released later this year. So
Like
you
in
don't gotta wait
theaters
long.
or
No, it went
probably on
straight to
Netflix.
Netflix.
Probably on it. Well, not yet.
Well, yeah.
We don't know. We
The
don't
fourth
know.
one. The fourth one's probably just a remake of The Descent.
No, the
now
fourth-
they go into caves.
The
to
fourth
find
the fourth
Clover.
one takes place in 1945, and it's about Nazis doing experiments.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna get
sounds
even
fun.
even more weird with it, but I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen. I need you guys to watch the Cloverfield Paradox so we can talk about it, please.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
What happened with everybody else? As far as the week? No, nothing?
that's it.
Have you seen the trailer for this new horror movie on Netflix, The Ritual?
Oh, shit! I fell asleep to that movie. No.
You know how fucking good it was. I fell asleep. I went straight to sleep.
Let me explain this.
he only.
It knocked me out.
I mean, if he only falls asleep once, that's good because he usually is narcoleptic.
No,
so it's-
let me explain. No, okay. When I watch Netflix, okay. Now, after we do this podcast, we hang out for a little bit. We play D&D. Like, we don't get home until about midnight or later, right? I use Netflix kind of to go to sleep. But
You put on shows that you've seen before, like Parks and Rec or something.
yeah, I put on stuff that I've seen before too. I never want to
Have
fall
you ever
asleep to
watched
something
TV?
that I'd be
that's how you should.
interested in.
That's how you should.
Have
do
you
it.
never
Okay.
watched TV
Well,
before?
yeah.
So the thing is, the only time I watch TV is like around that time. So I put in The Ritual, and actually it started off.
I watched the trailer and it looks really good.
So it started off very good.
it has the guy from the.
I don't know how it ended, so I can't spoil it.
It has the guy from the White Christmas episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
The guy who was playing opposite
not
John
not
Hamm.
John. Yeah. Okay.
So it starts off phenomenal. Actually, thanks for reminding me because I'm going to go home and fall asleep to it again.
Because I saw the trailer last night and I was like, this movie looks super good, and it reminded me of The Descent for some reason because that was previously one of my top 5 horror movies.
So, person in the chat room in our live stream chat on Discord says that Chen rating is 1 sleep.
Yeah, dude. When you watch Netflix to go to sleep, watch something you've seen before.
Yeah.
But the only time I watch Netflix is at the end of the
Well,
day.
when I fall asleep, because I love falling asleep to with the TV on, I listen to YouTube, like old Let's Plays and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Stuff I'm not interested in.
I mean, I've seen Parks and Rec, literally the entire show, season 1 to season 7, at least 10 times. So whenever I'm like gonna go to sleep, I just turn that on. Any random episode.
Do you memorize the episodes now? Because like how some people try to learn a foreign language by playing it while they sleep.
Did I learn all the rules?
Did you
and stuff?
learn like all of the episodes?
I know I know like plot pieces, like I know what episode's about or whatever. But I'm really really good at forgetting things. So to me, it's always a surprise, which makes me sound really dumb. But when I start the season, I'm like, oh shit, that's like I didn't, you know, like it's always interesting to me. It's always like new. It's like a new thing to me. So maybe I am dumb.
Well, like I forgot. So I've seen Parks and Rec now 3 times. I think gone through the whole the series 3 times.
catching up.
And I forgot that right after pretty much Mark Brandanowitz leaves, Ben and
Yeah.
Rob Lowe says
Rob Lowe.
They both joined.
Yeah, that's like immediately.
I thought they joined season 3.
No, they were like season 2, episode 23 or something like that. It was like really late into the season, but I mean, it was a little slow at first, but they ramped up real fast.
Yeah.
Because after that, it got amazing. That's when it got really good.
And it's weird. We've talked about this because like we both like the Mark Brandanowitz character, but we can both agree that the show got a lot better when he left.
I don't know if it was like the losing of him or the addition of Rob Lowe and
It was the addition of Rob.
what's the other guy?
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. Because I mean, they were a great pair. They worked really well together, and they really integrated into Pawnee really well. But I don't know if losing, like if Mark Brandanowitz had stayed, if it would have got as good too.
I really loved Adam Scott's character because I'm also really into board games and calzones.
Yeah, I love. I love everything about the show. It's fucking amazing when Leslie gets him the Iron Throne for I think it's his birthday, and then it was either their birthday or their anniversary, and then she comes in and she says like a medieval knights thing, and he's like, Leslie, if you're not gonna try, just don't do the role. Like she comes in, she says something. I think she says something about either Star Wars or something like medieval, like knights and whatever, and he's like, just don't ruin it. But it's an amazing show. That's it.
Okay, so
I don't know why we're talking so much about TV shows.
I don't. So a couple of things. We do have a news item that Vic brought to the table that we want to cover. And I guess we can cover that now because I forgot what I was going to say about this week.
About Chin plays poorly.
Oh God!
Oh,
yeah.
wow, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I was playing PUBG. Player
With the
unknowns.
trackpad.
Yeah, no,
With the
hold on, hold on, hold
trackpad.
on.
Definitely with a track.
I was playing with McNutt and Zenify here, and first of all, the only way I can rank in that rank well in that game is if I just hide, okay? Because I try to be active, and no, it just doesn't work. Now, to answer your question, you guys, no, I did not play a first-person shooter with my laptop's trackpad.
So do you play third-person shooters?
It
with your
really
trackpad?
looked like it.
No, I was actually using a mouse, but I just sucked
wait,
that
Was the
bad.
mouse
Have you ever
wireless
used-
and was the battery dying?
No, it was plugged in, and no, it was an optical mouse. Sorry, dude, it was an optical mouse.
You,
Upside down when you were like.
No,
wait.
no.
Because like I know,
You know-
it's like your first time playing.
you do know you're supposed to aim with the mouse.
I
not
never had a
move
gun.
with it,
I never
right?
had a gun. It
You
was
never
all
had
about
a
trying to
gun.
run and hide.
Okay.
And I loved it. One time, were you wearing headphones or anything?
Yeah, I was wearing earbuds.
Okay, so I'm really okay. Never mind. So you were hiding in the kitchen for a long time. You're like, I think I'm gonna try and run, and you try and run right when everybody else is running past you. So they just turn around and they're like, "What the fuck is this naked dude?" And they just kill you. Like,
I don't even remember that. Yeah. So I really want to start. So I know Doxy's been starting to do some Twitch streams.
That is true.
And I want to start my own channel called Chen Plays Poorly, because holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people out there really love cringe, so I think this will find a niche
Yeah,
audience.
If you splice it together, like you splice together that Chin plays, I think Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever.
Oh, like
that,
I
that
did
scary
it.
game?
Yeah.
I think that'll be a hit.
If anybody wants to see it, I'll put the Chen Scream remix up on our Discord.
Is it unlisted?
No, it should be listed.
It should be listed.
Under Fright Bros, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find it.
You should just call it Chin Tries to Play.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
yeah, but I have started streaming on Twitch, kind of. But I've been playing PUBG and Overwatch, and I'm pretty bad at both of them. But it's really fun to play when people are watching you and it elevates my skill.
So, meanwhile, I tried my first game of PUBG.
Oh yeah, I did get to play with you, but I remember you were talking about it.
I came in 6th.
Damn, son.
Whoa! On your first try,
On my very first try, I came in 6th.
Did you get any kills?
he broke top 10.
Because the entire game, I was running around looking for a freaking sniper rifle. Couldn't freaking find one. Then finally, I've got a shotgun, and the game by that point is like, really, really small.
Yeah.
And so I'm in one of the last buildings left. I'm like, well, I got a shotgun. I guess I'll just sit here and wait. But then I was like, okay, I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to go outside. And then as soon as I did, somebody with a freaking sniper
Sniper.
rifle
Shot
shot
you.
me.
Yep.
Damn.
That's
See?
how that game's played.
That's the
Yeah.
thing, man. It's patience. You gotta wait it out.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean,
Running gun for the first like 60 kills, and then it's like
Yeah. Once it's around like 30, like 25, 30, whatever, then you just gotta like hole up where you're at. That's what I do anyway. I mean, I'm not great at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty bad actually, but
I saw
I hold
literally
them
no
away.
one.
Huh?
I saw literally no one.
Really? I
Like,
mean, I feel like
I don't see anybody either. They shoot me in the back, and I'm dead.
it's super fast. Like in the first like 40 kills, whatever, you
Yeah.
see the kill feed like dead,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just really scary because you're trying to clear buildings and whatnot.
Well,
and it's
my favorite
terrifying.
part is like when I'm trying to. So this may be a true story, but I was trying to hide in a house and I was looking for a gun, but I've been in like 6 different houses and the best thing I found was like another pair of pants and some body armor.
The fucking worst.
Like like no actual weapons. And so I see like I'm near the southern part of the map where like that army base is. So I'm like, well, I could try to go across the bridge, because I don't see anybody. So I start to like leave the house and I start to approach the bridge. All of a sudden, I hear all of this this gunfire just erupts, and I see pew 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 pew, and like my ranking just keeps going up. Then I'm like, maybe I'll just duck into the house for a little bit more until things calm down.
I'm not ashamed to hide.
Nope.
In PUBG, I tried
I
stock
feel
up.
like being a big dumb coward in that game is the best way to win.
That's the only way I rank.
That's how you survive, man.
Yeah.
My top score is number 5 with 1 kill. Very proud of that.
My top score is 17 with hiding.
I got up to 8 without a kill.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've only had in my entire 6 months of playing, I have 2 kills under my belt. So watch out,
I
world.
have 0. I have 0 still.
Yeah, I'm. I think hiding is the best strategy in that game.
I think so too.
You just
I
stock
think
up.
it's a game of hide and seek.
You try to stock up real fast, away from everybody. That's why I like to drop last, go to the farthest part of the map, and then run back inwards.
That's what I did.
But like when the map starts getting smaller, you have to
Yeah,
book it.
I'm
don't
running
you?
the whole time. Like I drop way far away from everybody. Like when I'm like probably the last person to jump off the plane. I run into whatever house is near me or whatever. I stock up and stuff. I like kind of hide out for a little bit because it's like 5 minutes on the first sprint
Yeah,
or whatever.
before it starts.
And then once it's at like 2:30, I'm just sprinting towards the fucking circle. At that point, everybody else is moving
already-
in.
has already
Yeah,
done
so,
it,
so
yeah.
they're not really looking for me. I mean, some people probably are. That's probably why I die sometimes. But a lot of times they're not checking for people outside. So I just
Have
kind
you
of
ever died in the firewall?
No, in Fortnite I have.
Ah,
If you don't know, Fortnite is pretty much a clone of PUBG, but it's very cartoony, and you can also build stuff. I think it's free. Battle Royale version is free.
Think
so. The PUBG version of Fortnite is free if you want to try it. It's almost exactly the same thing except for it's more cartoony. Equally as hard. It's equally as frustrating, but it's cool too.
I posted the Chen Screen remix in our Discord.
Yeah, it's in the
Nice.
live stream right now. I see that.
Just looking at that the picture of Chin's face in the corner cracks me up all over again. Like it's the funniest thing I've seen to this day.
All right.
Yeah, I got totally lucky. I ended up landing right next to a dune buggy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I found a car like once every 10 matches.
Yeah.
I feel like the car is the best weapon in the game.
Yeah, you just fucking. Except for me, I miss every single time. Then I hit a tree, then I like spin out.
Dude,
and
you got a Mario Kart power slide the car.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I'm not very good.
Can you get shot while you're in the car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
I've
yeah.
died several
Yeah.
times.
Okay.
I watched this guy,
That's
Dr.
why I
Disrespect.
still don't have a kill.
I watch a streamer, Dr. Disrespect, when
Yeah.
I'm not streaming, and he's really good at picking people up in cars.
Oh, okay.
Like they're like a mile away. Fucking, it's if I was that person, I would be so upset. But because I'm not, I think it's hilarious.
All right, guys, let's cover one news item like in depth before we go into the lightning round. And Vic, you're talking about a special character that is crashing iPhones. It's a Sanskrit. Not Sanskrit. I'm sorry. It's an Indian character.
I thought
like
it was
it-
the letter E.
No. It's an Indian character. Oh, that's another story. Like, what was that? Like 6 or 7 months ago?
Yeah.
No, but this one's actually crashing iPhones, and so we were talking earlier about like what could possibly be wrong with this problem or with this situation. So we're talking. Let's see. Do we have the link for it?
It is. It's in.
The link is okay. It's in the live stream, but it's a little further up here. I don't know how to explain. It looks like a squiggle. I don't know how to explain this character.
It looks like 2 butts farting at each other.
What?
Yeah, that's what it looks
The
like.
most dangerous form of warfare.
How
Here we go,
how
here we
many
go.
times did this character
Actually,
appear
dude,
in the original
it
written
really-
version of the Epic of Gilgamesh?
Dude, look, it really does look like 2 butts farting at each other. It's right there, yeah.
You said it's Sanskrit?
Well,
So this
I didn't know what
character
else
must
to-
have appeared in the Epic of Gilgamesh at least.
I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know. Like, okay, so I pulled up the article. It says, and this is according to
Kinda.
PC Mag.
I'm sorry, PCMag.com. This Indian character symbol can crash your iPhone, and basically, again, it looks like two butts farting at each other. And when you send it to an iPhone, it just crashes the system.
I think that's the ancient symbol for pooping back and forth forever.
Forever. So
That sounds familiar. Where's that from?
Cards Against Humanity.
You, me, and everyone we know.
of course, this is a bad thing. I don't think it's patched yet, right?
No, there's no patch. Just delete this thread that has this in it, and you'll be all right.
Yeah. So this forces what type? What is it? It locks your phone up?
Yeah, it's
Yeah. It's a crash and restart. So the thing is, Vic and I were thinking, what could this be used for? Not that we would ever do this, but because we're in the hacker mindset, okay, what could possibly go wrong? Well, you can send if you're an asshole, you can send a massive text message to your friends that you know have iPhones. You can maybe do something like an Amber Alert type of thing. Again, not that we would do this or condone this, but this is just how things could go terribly wrong. Or, hey, tell everybody there's a missile scare. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. Like, a character can take down systems.
This isn't the first time this has happened with iPhones.
No, that's
No.
what BGM was referencing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was the letter E, right?
Uh,
Or something. It was something with the
no,
letter
it
E.
wasn't the letter E. It was.
Sorry. I don't know exactly what it was.
You can't even write iPhone without it crashing. What's going on?
I was just.
Who cares? Ship it anyway.
I was just thinking, like how much could you like DOS iPhones? Just completely denial of service.
All iPhones?
Just start putting this character in everything.
And like
You know what?
you could program it to send an SMS like let's say every 3 minutes. So by the time they boot it up again, it just crashes.
Is it
Spin up an auto texter.
so? I rudely didn't read the actual article, but does it activate upon receiving the message, and does it only affect text messages?
Yeah, it's any app that's going to produce text, and it has to be that character in the text.
So, like, if there was an update pushed to the iPhone, and in the description of the update it had that character, would that break it?
That might permanently break it.
It would break it in the middle of the firmware upgrade.
That's
Oh,
correct.
shit.
And then your device is corrupted forever.
Yeah, it's a bricked.
I haven't seen a phone bricked in a very long time, but that would do it.
Yeah.
That's like a really bad asshole move, but it's kind of funny.
I'm not condoning that. I just had an idea.
No, we're not condoning it, but that was a great idea.
I'm just saying.
We're not saying anything. We're just saying.
But also, you'd have to get a hold of all the Apple FTP servers where they upload the updates and stuff.
That's
or
not
whatever.
available anywhere.
Yeah, you can't. We can't do that.
You're naming all these hard things to do,
It'd be
Doc.
so hard.
I know. Yeah.
You can never do that. But it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder why iPhone has such a problem with text.
Yeah.
Like probably once a year, they have an issue with like.
I'm
a
guessing
text
it's the
that
way they
breaks it.
handle the Unicode or like
It's got to be something to do with the multi-byte character aspect of these things.
yeah. That's weird.
Maybe it's some sort of overflow.
Thank you, Mr. Software.
Interesting.
well, no, I'm saying you're the developer.
I said maybe.
It's like Mr. Clean, but Mr. Software.
Well, I don't know what to call him except BGM.
BGM?
Yeah, BGM's nice. I'll call you from now on. From this day forward, I will call you BGM.
Mr. BGM.
Mr. BGM.
Is it because I'm wearing a hat now I have a Mister in front of me?
I'm the only one who's not
Hey
wearing
there,
a hat on the
Mr.
show today.
Yeah, dude, you didn't get the memo.
So-
Apparently not.
Since I watched Black Panther last night, as I said earlier, I'm going for the undercover Marvel character look. I took my
Absolutely.
jacket off, but that's why I look like I have my jacket on. So, I could be like T'Challa or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You don't know who I am.
I don't know, it's
Maybe.
weird to see you in a hat, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Until I get a haircut.
This is the second time this week that I've seen you in that hat. And
You
it's just-
see me twice today.
okay, so third time this week that I've
You
seen
only
you in
saw me.
Monday.
On stream with that hat.
Monday.
Technically-
I do wear stream. I
technically-
do wear a hat every time I stream.
Technically,
Oh, that's
you
right.
see him every time you look away and then look back at him.
Hey.
Oh, you're being really super technical.
Yes, but every time
Well,
I,
he is
I
a software
stream,
guy.
I do
Oh,
wear
yeah.
a hat. I don't know why. It's just a look I'm going for. I guess it's just the
It's
thing.
just
I
the
do.
look. That's
It's
your
just the
thing.
look. That's my thing.
Here's a fun Mr. BGM fact. Whenever I wear a hat, it means that I didn't bother doing my hair that day.
When I wear a hat, it means I was in the store and I was like, that hat looks cool, and then I buy it, and then I wear it out for like a month, and then I forget it somewhere, and then I never wear a hat again for years.
It's like hats are like pens to you.
Zenify is suggesting that you dye your hair again.
I'll die first.
You'll
hair?
dye your hair. Yeah, your
Yeah.
hair again first.
Bet me. Hey, Shen, if you beat me in an Overwatch match, I'll dye my hair.
Watch me
Someone,
accidentally win.
just-
oh my god, watch me accidentally win by playing so badly.
1v1 me, scrub.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny if you actually lost against me.
That'd be hilarious and very sad.
Yeah.
So
We should make it happen.
someone in our live stream chat linked to a Wikipedia page that has that malicious character in it. So if you have
Telugu
friends
script.
with iPhones, you could send them that. You could
Ooh.
like Bitly the link or
I wonder if that would
and
work.
Send it to them.
It should.
I got some friends I want to test something on.
New rule: don't be friends with Doxy unless you're us.
Unless if you have an iPhone, I probably fucked with you already. Yeah.
Doesn't Grasshopper have an iPhone?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I think she
Does
does.
she?
Oh,
I don't-
Wow.
I wonder if it worked through Discord.
Why wouldn't it? It's text.
It's
You're
text.
right. You're right. You're right.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Sorry,
so-
Grasshopper in advance.
Yeah, I think you've now just become not mine.
I'm
but
not doing anything.
You've now, I think, just become somebody's test
Oh,
subject.
someone's gonna post that in.
That's the
chat.
thing.
Whoa.
Oh wait, if somebody. Oh no, they have to open that actual page. Okay, yeah. Some people just click
Somebody
stuff.
click on the link.
Somebody just clicks stuff.
did.
So
Well, no, somebody who has an iPhone.
sorry in advance.
Yeah, let us verify that this actually works. For testing purposes, of course.
So it
So-
just crashes your phone. It just makes it stop. It's not like it damages.
No,
it
it's just a
forever.
restart.
Yeah.
But that's what we're saying, like an auto text message, like every 3 minutes. So as soon as your phone boots up, it just crashes again.
Oh, that would be
exciting.
terrible.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
did that,
Oh.
Oh,
You're still exciting over there.
it looks like Doxy did the first party foul of the night.
and that's why I did it over to the side.
Yeah,
And
this
I
has
did
all
it
those
smartly.
characters. It has like the two butts farting at each other. It has a baby in fetal position. It has a ladybug with an ampersand next to it, and then like 5 butts in a row.
Man, this language is very concerned with butts.
This one
Yeah.
looks like my nose. That's super weird. Look at that. Look, it looks like my nose. Whoop.
Huh.
There it is.
So
Kinda.
Zenify just mentioned in the live stream channel that he just got an email from TRI. If you don't remember, that is Turing Robotics Industries, which they promised us a Turing phone 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And we've been talking about it ever since, and I didn't buy a phone because it was vaporware, but they've been continually sending out updates and stuff, trying to pretend like they're not vaporware. So I'm very interested in what this
Why
email
would
says.
they do that?
I don't know.
Why would
I don't know what
why
they're going
would-
for at
why
this
would
point.
they roll back all of their hardware and then pretend like they didn't?
I don't know like what they're hoping to get out of this. Maybe, I mean, they've already got a ton of funding, I believe. Like they trick people out of their money. What did the email say?
Oh yeah. Oh.
We got microphone switching over here.
It's just weird because there's literally no mention of like 2018, but they keep referencing like 2016 and parts of 2017.
They're like doing like an investors update. Guess what we've been doing for the last 2 years.
Zenify, I think you need to get a little bit closer to the mic.
Well, it just says Turing phone orders Q3 of 2016. So I don't know if their email server just like sent this super fucking late or
They're like, no, guys, we're still around. I wonder if I got it.
you should check. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why they would also send this during the Chinese New Year because I think they're also talking about how
I indeed.
like production is kind of slow. I don't know. It just seems very odd.
I indeed did get this email
Wow, you both got it. All right.
titled "Game On."
Wait, like game on or like yo game on?
But it's like I don't know. If I like Zenify.
Probably the former. Probably.
The way you pronounced it, I thought.
All right.
I like Zenify. Don't know if this is a new email or if this is something that really old they just sent out because it says recent news, but then again it's talking about 2016, 2017. So maybe somebody just fucked up.
That's so sad though to get an email like that and calling it recent news. Like that's like a sad,
But
like presentation of the company.
no, this is new because it mentions the year of the dog, and that's now.
Yeah,
So,
that's now. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, everybody, if you don't know, Gong Xi Fa Cai, or Happy New Year, Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Not to cut you off, but I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, they're mentioning recent news. They're talking about the year of the dog,
China
but they're talking
stuff.
about sales from 2016. I don't know.
Fully refunded 40% of our.
Fully, I think that's an oxymoron. Fully refunded 40%.
Well, the 40% of the people got fully refunded.
Is that
you
what
got
it
a full
is?
refund.
Oh,
Well, that's what it sounds like.
I
That
would
way
like-
makes sense.
that would make sense, and I feel dumb for not getting that. But if it's a 40% refund, we're fully
Do
refunding.
you know about
40%.
percentages?
No.
No.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Those are foreign to me.
I just remember what I actually wanted to talk about. It's
too late now.
No,
No.
it ties in. Okay.
To Turing phone?
No, to hacker stuff, kind of. I mean, I'll wait.
No, we're done. That's it. Sorry, Turing
My
phone.
bad, I'm sorry.
That ship has sailed. Go ahead.
The ship has sailed.
I just want to let them know and I'll put my foot down on that.
Okay, really quick. The con season is upon us. And you want to know how I know this? I got my first rejection letter.
That was a little creepy.
A little bit.
No.
Little bit.
So first of all, no, seriously, I
I'm
do want.
also, but I'm pretty sure DEF CON isn't for another like half
6
a
months?
year.
Well, I haven't submitted a DEF CON yet.
Oh, okay.
But the
Okay.
con season is upon us because
So wait, who'd you get rejected from?
okay, so there's a new it's a social engineering conference out in Rhode Island. It's called Rhode Island Social Engineering or ri-se.org.
Well, you
SE.RI.
can't consider every conference to be within con season.
It is
'cause
con
then
season.
Con
It is-
season's
well, no.
every day.
Here's the thing, though. The call for papers is open now for B-Sides Las Vegas. I've already submitted for being their mentor.
Oh, okay.
Mentor there. The DEF CON call for papers is open now, too. So it is open. Which, by the way,
right.
press credentials are also open. So if you guys want to apply, you have to do that of your own free will.
I want to clarify your link. It's not RISE. It's se-ri.org.
Thank you very much, Doxy. It's se-ri.org. Now, here, the funny thing is, first I want to say congratulations because actually LabFox got accepted to the Rhode Island Social Engineering Conference.
That's really cool.
LabFox, congratulations.
Congrats, Fox.
Now, when they sent me my rejection letter, though, they were like, "Hey, so we got a lot of submissions, but unfortunately, yours sucked." No, that's not exactly what they said. But they did.
But that's what I meant.
They offered me a complimentary ticket to attend the conference.
Oh.
Now, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be paying for my ticket or room and board, so
They're like-
I still don't know if I'm going.
They're like, here, come and see all the people that were better than you.
Yeah, pretty much. I also submitted to Hope, actually. Hope is, they're doing Hope 12 this year.
Do you remember that time they canceled Hope? Like they said it was good or gone forever.
Oh, they called it the last Hope.
Yeah, the last Hope.
That's when the Hotel Pennsylvania was it was
Yeah.
in danger of closing down or whatnot. Now, I've never been to Hope, but I'd like to go. My goal this year was to apply or send out CFPs to more not local cons because remember we're kind of spoiled here. We have DEF CON here locally. We don't have to worry about airfare. We don't have to worry about unless we want to, which I highly recommend. We don't actually have to worry about hotel costs. So my goal this year was to send out to different conferences so that it forced me to get out there and travel. Now, of course, if I get rejected, it doesn't matter.
You travel anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So I am waiting for a call back from Hope one way or the other. I don't know yet. But I still have to submit to the other conferences here locally. But that's what I'm saying. So, yes, con season is actually upon us. It is the end of February.
So if you don't get accepted in any talks, worst case scenario, what's your plan then?
Still attend?
I know, but I mean, are you going to do anything else like, I don't know, volunteer to help out or...
So I do volunteer for the Proving Grounds mentorship program every year at B-Sides LV. So I don't see why I won't get accepted. I submitted early, and I've been experienced there. So I'm imagining that they're going to probably take me back. I don't know. Take me back, please.
For talk or for volunteering?
No, that's a volunteer position.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, for new speakers, like they've never been in front of an audience before. You're partnered with a mentor who is now me.
Oh, I got it.
And then you give them you give them tips and tricks. Let them maybe do some dry runs of their presentations before they go on stage.
Hit them with some shots.
Yeah, hit them with some shots. Buy them lunch. Well, that's optional. That's not what you do, but I mean that's what I do. So I have that going for me. And I am going to apply as press for DEF CON. I did press last year, so we'll see how that goes. But that's what I'm saying. Things are in full motion.
Yeah. Crux listed a few more cons coming out. Soon,
Oh, that's right,
Coming
yeah.
up soon.
We'll post. I feel like we should post a list of cons upcoming on the site.
Yeah.
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 Just
Yeah.
so people are aware.
Yeah.
See,
Well,
so-
we'll call it the con calendar.
Yeah. So
Hey.
there's more con season than there's not con season.
Yeah. We'll call it the
Well, if
computer
it's-
con calendar.
If
or
it's
the
all
CCC.
year, that's not a season.
I think that's taken.
That's a great point. Yeah.
If it's all year, that's not a season. That's just
Individual things happening.
Yeah.
Whatever. I call it con season.
Yeah, there's not a Wednesday season.
Yeah.
You know?
Years aren't seasons.
Fair enough.
Years are revolutions.
All right, guys. Do you think it's time for the lightning round?
It is. Oi.
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 Hey,
Where'd the oi come from?
I fucking don't know.
Australia, I think.
I've never heard him say oi.
I thought it came from the Man Show way back in the day.
Ziggy
Yeah.
zaggy.
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi.
Isn't that just a German cheers?
I don't know.
German
There's also
salute?
the Energizer battery commercial. Going
that say oi?
way back.
I don't remember that
Wow.
one.
Yeah, we don't know.
Energizer battery.
Oi.
Oi.
I don't remember that.
That's a
one.
thing? Wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
That's
It's from punks in England in the 1970s.
yes.
Punks in England.
Oi.
Vegas Vic says.
old.
All right,
I'll
guys.
show you
so-
guys later.
now I can tell it is definitely time for the lightning round.
Absolutely.
All right, for those of you who do not know what the lightning round is, remember, we are not a news show. However, we do spend the last few minutes talking about the headlines. So we will discuss the headlines from zdnet.com/topic/security. And we will talk about what's in the headlines, but we'll give a tweet's length of our opinion. We want you to do your own research. We don't want to tell you what to think, just how to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Okay, Doxy's going to go first. All right, is everybody ready?
Ready.
Sure.
Please no.
All right, first article. Remember, this is from zdnet.com/topic/security. First article. U.S. Special Counsel indicts 13 members of the Russia's election meddling troll farm. Sorry.
I feel like
It's hacker related.
I got nothing to say. Next.
Oh.
Opinion? Mr. Vic, opinion.
It's going to be hard to like get the Russians to hand these guys over.
That's what I was just about to say.
that's
No,
very true.
it's never happened before. Russians doesn't do that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
that.
But-
What Russian trolls? I don't see Russian trolls.
It's not
I'm
actionable.
I'm pretty sure.
They decided to act on this by not having something they can't action on.
So
So I get. Oh,
you
no,
you
go ahead.
you go.
Mine's long.
All right, so
It's supposed to be a tweet slang.
Robert
It's not going to be.
Robert Moscow Mueller
That's a thing.
indicted these Russians, saying that there is evidence and proof that they meddled in our elections in 2016. But if they are located in Russia, I very much doubt they're going to be extradited.
So as far as the 13 guys are concerned.
What
there's-
13?
Yeah, there's a very good chance that they die of a heart attack that they suffer while getting shot in the back of the head. However,
Why do they have something on Hillary?
They're all just very depressed and they want to commit suicide.
but number one, there's two. Well, actually, there's two butts farting at each other. Number one is that there is an American. There is one American who's a part of this. He's like a 24-year-old, and he invented some kind of software to circumvent, I think, PayPal's identity checking. So he's wrapped up in this too. But I think this is all kind of a look over here, everybody, while they get Gates on board with flipping on the rest of the administration.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I think so. They're working behind the scenes with Gates for sure.
I think it's getting a little confusing for me.
I think this is a little bit of 5D chess now going on.
Well, tick, 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 man.
It's 5D shoots and ladders.
I don't think so. No, you don't get this many people.
You go down one chute, you come out in a different dimension.
This many people don't plead guilty if there's nothing there to plead guilty to. There's a lot of people pleading guilty.
Yeah,
And plea bargaining. You don't plea bargain if you didn't do it.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Are you ready for the next one?
Next.
All right. Windows 10 security. Google exposes how malicious sites can exploit Microsoft Edge. Could I go on this one really quick?
Yeah.
Hashtag, we want you to use Chrome. That's their hashtag.
In addition to this, I know that later this year, Google Chrome is going to start marking all HTTP sites as insecure. So
Wait, when was that?
Good.
Well, I mean, they should have been doing that.
they should have been,
Before.
but I think they'll be the first to do it.
I know Google's is one of the front runners in implementing HSTS, which is supposed to be the HTTPS
Successor.
successor. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
HSTS.
Well, even HTTP, I mean, S is like a lot of ads, a lot of injections are coming across encrypted now anyway.
Yeah.
And if you surf the web and you kind of look what's there, it's like maybe 20% of the web is unencrypted anymore. I mean, it's significant
Well, I mean,
amounts.
so people think, oh, HTTPS, I'm secure. Everything
in
is locked down.
transit,
But
yeah.
the thing is, HTTPS is it only protects you in transit. Yeah, the packets are going to be encrypted, but if the site's malicious, it'll still be malicious.
Right, and so if you're doing any type of blocking or doing any type of filtering, you'll notice that the vast majority of traffic that you're trying to filter or block is HTTPS already. Yeah, and so it's coming to you, and just because this new browser Microsoft came out with that nobody uses. It's
Have you ever
not-
tried to install Chrome from Microsoft Edge? Edge will actually be like, "Come on, just give me a chance."
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Come on, man.
Oh, I thought I saw it with Internet Explorer.
They were forcing, Microsoft was going, hey, you got to upgrade to 10. I'm going, no, I'm upgrading to Ubuntu.
Speaking of which, I put Ubuntu on my Chromebook again.
Oh, nice.
How do you like it? Good.
Yeah, this time I'm not doing CLI. I actually put XFCE in.
Excellent.
Okay,
I was going to say do
Yeah.
that. I've heard really good results
Yeah.
coming off.
And it runs smooth if you are running Unity on Ubuntu too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys will love this next article. All right. Meltdown dash Spectre flaws. We found new attack variants, says researchers. So it's not fixed.
Oh, it won't be fixed for a while.
I was gonna say, was it ever fixed?
Well, halfway, I guess.
This is probably going to be the never-ending story for the next half decade.
Yeah.
Half decade.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere in every system.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that.
There's no software patch. There's no firmware coming. It's going to be there, and these exploits are known now, and people are hammering at this. And until the equipment ages out, that's what we have.
Yeah.
And it takes
Well,
a long time for equipment to age out, as we've seen at all of our
any
jobs. I'm
any
sure.
any other industry, these would have been recalled, but because processors are so prolific in every
Dude, we're talking
in
about like every
everything,
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're so prolific in everywhere, we're not going to see these recalls. So we just have to wait until they get old, and then people are going to buy the new stuff, which won't have these bugs anymore.
And that's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
It's like a never-ending story, but without a luck dragon.
Next.
Oh, now I want to see
All right,
that
next.
movie again.
All
I
right.
have to set up the TV in my new house so I
think
can
this is
watch
the
an
last
never-ending
one.
story.
Yeah, we'll say this is the last one. All right, cybersecurity startup Pen10, that's the name of the company. Pen10 scores AU, is that Australian?
It's
Yeah.
1.3 million Australian dollars.
Okay,
or as I
1.3
like to call them, dollary dues.
$1.3 million dude.
1.3 million dollary dues.
Holy shit.
Dollary dude.
Anyway, okay, so they scored the $1.3 million dues from Defense for Cryptography.
I think defense is their
Defense
defense department. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
Especially since it's spelled the European way.
Yeah.
First off, that's like pennies in a bucket, but it's a good start, I guess. That's awesome.
Penny's an Australian bracket.
Bucket. Yeah.
Bucket. I can't speak English.
I don't understand the. Okay, so this one's almost clickbaity because I don't understand what is cryptography in the sense that they're getting $1.3 million for it.
Like to implement it?
To
That
research
doesn't
it?
say implement or research. It just says they're getting it for cryptography. What does that mean?
Yeah, you're right. I have no fucking clue.
Are they selling cryptography? Here's one cryptography.
Oh,
$1.3
well,
million
hey,
dollary dues.
I
Please.
wonder if I can sell my one sleep.
Black box money.
What is the ratio of sleeps to dollary dues?
Actually, okay, yeah,
I
we'll
don't know
make
the
that the
exchange
last
rates
article.
anymore.
I don't want to talk about that.
Fine. All right, so that brings us to the end of the lightning round, which, as you know, brings us to the end of the show. We've run out of time, but never out of shit to say. So join us again next week, again, Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. We are here at the Sin Shop Hackerspace in Las Vegas, Nevada, specifically Henderson. We are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace, even though we are at 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. Still Las Vegas. We call it the Las Vegas Valley.
Okay.
Go to sinshop.org for information on the shop, or go to meetup.com/sinshop for information on our upcoming classes and events, and go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.SE for information on us. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
Good night, everybody.
So I was looking up runtimes for Black Panther.
So